Tubong Dabawenyo, Pusong Pilipino. Hello and good evening. Welcome to ABC, Anunsyo, Batas and Co-op. This is your host, Atty. Blue Ventosa. Naninibago dahil 2 linggo na hindi tayo nagla-live ng last Friday, December 17. Nawa ang atong mga internet, no? Nagkakain na nga, away ng bulag, wa pa kabalik karon siguro kay wala pa internet. The last, of course, Noche Buena, yung December 24, BCC Davao Lawyer. Pero ngayon, dahil meron tayong bagong segment sa ating programa, kailangan talaga mag-live, no? Kung napapansin niyo, nandito tayo sa ating bagong studio pero hindi pa rin tapos. So hopefully by 2 weeks or next week baka matapos na yung ating studio. And pwede kayong mag-shoutout, pwede kayong mag-comment, pwede magtanong. Meron tayong mga guests ngayon, no? Ngayong gabi. We have some comments from this is Maki C. From YouTube and Teps. Happy New Year, Atty. Blue Ventosa, keep safe and God bless. Uy, pakisabi naman kung saan ang lugar nyo. Alam ko si Teps ngayon nasa abroad, no? Marami din tayong followers and viewers nasa Asia, Europe, sa US, Arab countries. Of course, diri sa tuwa sa Davao, no? Sa Davao, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao, o Luzon. So, sabihin niyo rin kung saan kayo na lugar at pwede natin kayong ma-greet, no? Of course, this is our program, ABC, Anunsyo, Batas at Co-op. Sa hindi pa nakakilala sa akin, ako si Atty. Jose Vicente Ventosa III. Haba, no? Atty. Blue for short, isang abogado, family lawyer, cooperative officer, and public service advocate. Kaya nung pandemya, namingaw kita kay wala na ta kay ginabuhat na wala tong ABS-CBN nga dito tutusaw na sa radyo mo na nga gibugna nato ning atong programa para matagaan og mga special announcement sa atong health protocols, atong mga batas, no? O of course sa atong mga kakauban sa ka-co-op. Gusto mo adto sa akong opisina na ako diri sa Ventosa Law Office, Price Road, corner F.O.R.M Street, Davao City. Telephone number 224-5720. Ang atong mobile, ang atong Viber, WhatsApp, no? 0922 Ventosa, 0922-836-8672. And our email is davolawyer@gmail.com and our website is www.davolawyer.com. Dali lang kayo makita ang opisina, tanaw na sa Google Maps. Atty. Jose Vicente Ventosa III, Law Office. And like, follow, and subscribe na sa ating mga Davao Lawyer Facebook page, Davao Lawyer YouTube channel, Davao Lawyer Instagram, and Davao Lawyer Twitter at Blue Ventosa. So, 3 plataforma tayo live, no? Sabay-sabay every Friday night, 7 to 8 p.m. sa YouTube, sa Facebook, and sa Twitter. And of course, you could PM me no, sa ating Facebook page na Davao Lawyer. Paningkamutan nato matubag ng inyong mga pangutana. Ang atong programa powered by Sipilis, Cebuano, Filipino, English. So, halo-halo lang tayo. Kung nagtatagalog, pwede tayo magpipilipino, magdinisaya ta, Cebuano. O, if there are some foreigners out there who want to speak in English, of course, your Davao Lawyer is also fluent in English. Kumusta ba kayo dyan? Lasing na ba? Nahaharas? Bumibili ng 13 kinds na prutas? Ang mahal-mahal, no? And ang traffic, wala na distancing karon. Maskin asa, wala na gani siguro yung QR. Let's see some comments. Meron tayong comments. Si ZYO. Okay, Happy New Year, Attorney. Yes. Zwek Ibab. Baliktad yata ito. Okay, baby. Okay. Happy New Year. Ganda ng profile pic, ha? Sabihin nyo naman kung saan kayo na lugar para pwede natin mag-greet din ang mga kabanay nyo dyan. Okay? So you're watching ABC, Anunsyo, Batas, and Co-op. We are at episode 71 tayo ngayon, ha? Episode 71, pero we are very, very lucky to have a guest tonight, no? Yan, si Attorney Elias Lopez. So, stay tuned na kayo at para mapakinggan yung ating interview with Attorney Lopez. Okay? So, tingnan natin. May mga nag-comment pa. This is Maki Lopez. Happy New Year sa tanang Davao nyo. So, I presume, baka anak ito ni Attorney or kamag-anak. Kumusta mo diha? Mga lubad sa Davao. Happy New Year sa tanang. Okay. So, let us see. Okay. So, kapag Biyernes, hindi lang Biyernes ng gabi, nagbibigay ng free legal advice and service si Attorney Blue, sa radyo din, sa 97.1 Halo-Halo FM. At marami pa mga radio stations. Makikita nyo dyan sa Kalibo, Aklan, sa Negros Oriental, sa Dipolog, sa Gipusanon Radio, sa Zamboanga del Sur, no? And of course, sa Shan Radio, Zamboanga, Sibugay. And of course, abot pa tayo sa Puerto Princesa, Palawan, no? So ayan, ang dami nating mga radio stations and hopefully we will be on TV later on, okay? So shout out guys sa atong mga fans, no, sa Davao Lawyer sa Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. Masyado kayong marami nang ibanggit ko for this year, pero thanks for tuning, no? And please don't forget to share, to subscribe, and like our social media accounts. Ang ako ang Twitter at Blue Ventosa or Davao Lawyer siya. Okay, so before anything else, no, bago ko makalimutan, nag-promise ako, normally we give special birthday greetings or yung mga may ibang mga kasal, ganun. But ngayon, kailangan ng tulong ang ating ka-co-op, no? This is from Ma'am Doreen Katayok, yung ating CDS sa ating Cooperative Development Authority. Naay nang hinahanglan og type O+ nga dugo, no, 3 ka bags. Kinahanglan natong donasyon para daw ni siya sa biliary stent obstruction. By the words pa lang, parang mahal talaga itong biliary stent. Ano ba to? Obstruction. Nakakaroon ng pasyente sa hospital, San Pedro Hospital, no? Operahanan siya sa Monday, January 3, 2021 at 8 a.m. Ang ngalan sa pasyente si Apolonia Garay. Ang iyahang contact person is Hana Garay Nugroho. Ang kanyang contact number is 0963-1968-555. Ulitin ko, kailangan natin ng 3 bags na O+ O positive na blood donations para sa operasyon ng isang pasyente sa biliary stent obstruction. Nandoon sa San Pedro Hospital, January 3, 2021 at 8 a.m. Ang ngalan sa pasyente si Apolonia Garay, ang contact person si Hana Garay Nugroho, o kami ang contact number 0963-1968-555. Of course, kabaluta kung naanay mga protocols, ikinahanglan mo ato mo dito na patay pirmahan siguro dito i-form. Kontakin nyo lang si Ma'am Hana or ako kung kailangan nyo talaga, pwede nyo akong i-PM. Hopefully, matagaan nato o extension in life itong ating pasyente na nangangailangan ng O+ na dugo. Okay, so ang ito ang word of the week. Ang sa mga itong word of the week karon, di ara. Okay, so our word of the week is innoxious. Oh, is it harmless, innocuous, having no adverse effect, not injurious to physical or mental health? Yan ang ating word of the week. So ito bang ating kandidato? Na meron palang ibang kandidato para sa pagka-mayor din ng siyudad ng Davao. Innoxious kaya siya? Wa-effect ka siya? Paminaw na to unya kung unsa bagin niyang iyang gama, no? Innoxious bagin siya or dili harmless, innocuous, walay effect, not injurious to physical or mental health, or baka may epekto na doon sa mga ibang mga kandidato. Okay, so you just joined us. This is Atty. Blue Ventosa. You're watching episode 71 sa ating ABC, no? But tonight, we are going to have a special edition sa ating programa. Okay, we have LSM, what if po na preso ng isa ka tao, attorney, pwede pa naghihapon makakuhag, attorney? Of course, no, nakapreso man o wala, meron tayong constitutional right sa abogado. Kung hindi natin ma-afford yung private na abogado, meron tayong public attorney's office. Dapat bigyan ng abogado talaga yung akusado or yung nakulong. So, pwede kayong maghingi ng abogado. Kung hindi nyo makontak yung abogado, pwede kayong makontak sa inyong parents, sa inyong mga pari, priest, minister, or mga spiritual advisor, or even a doctor, no? So, kung kailangan talaga. So, if you have any other questions, just comment lang po. Okay, Carlo Doler, mga gabi attorneys, Blues, stay safe, PME, watching from Bangkal, Davao City, and advance, Happy New Year 2022. Yes, konting oras na lang. I think it's less than 5 hours. 2022 na ta. Meeting Espero Rebamonte, Happy New Year, attorney. Uy, ang atong mga taga-Kidapawan, kumusta mo diha? Happy New Year. James Gale, Happy New Year, attorney Lubet. Uy, ang akong idol man di ay ni. Kinsa may mas payat na nato kanang James, no? Wala sa tay jeta ha. So, kabalo ko, dili lang po, dili mo karon kay Happy New Year na baya. Okay, thanks for watching and also share our program. Okay, so, ang ating program supposed to be for tonight is the taxability of cooperatives, pero yung ating guest kasi nasa malayo at hindi natin nakakontak. But of course, he will be here with us next time, no? Si Brendo Bayukot, itong CPA, no? So, banggitan po ni siya sa mga co-ops at to siyang makauban sa sunod simana na. Okay, but for tonight, we have the pilot episode of K.Y.C. at Davao Lawyer. Unsa man ni? Ang atong K.Y.C. is Know Your Candidate. Interview with Attorney Elias Lopez, Davao City Mayoral Candidate for May 9, 2022. But before that, we will have short words from our sponsors. Atong mga sponsors, of course, si Law Office of Evangeline Ancheta, BA-LLB, Barrister and Solicitor, Notary Public. Imported yan ha, galing Canada yan siya. So kung sino gustong magtrabaho, mag-eskwela, mag-pasyal sa Canada, kontakin niyo na si Attorney Vanji. You could contact her through me dito sa ating Davao Lawyer na PM. And of course, ang ating Colors Flower Shop na parating support sa atin at Price Road, corner F.O.R.M Street. Yun, si Colors Flower Shop, no? So, we will see. Okay, let us see. Ayan, si Colors Flower Shop. Okay, let us see. Medyo mahina yata yung net natin. Okay, so, Colors Flower Shop is located at Price Road, corner F.O.R.M Street. Ayan, Davao City, 0917-836-8672. Landline is 082-324-0528. Facebook page is Colors Flower Shop and email is davao.flowers@gmail.com and website is www.colorsflowershop.com. Ayan. So let us see what we have in store tonight. Meron pa ba? Okay. So siguro ang unahin natin ngayon is yung let us see ang ating anunsyo. A very, we'll go quick to our anunsyo. Tingnan natin, no? Our public holidays for 2022. Tingnan natin, ating anunsyo. Public holidays for 2022, tanaw daw na to, no? This actually is just a video from YouTube. I like to give credits to the owner. Nandiyan naman yung kanyang mga call sign, no? Makikita natin. Let us watch this short clip on the public holidays, no, for 2022. Okay, let us see. Public holidays. Alright, so yun yung ating short presentation on public holidays. Then we will now go to, before we go to our guest, announce lang natin yung sa mga ka-co-op natin. So we have our anunsyo, we have our co-op, no? Then we'll go to our batas. Okay? Our batas will be our interview on Attorney Elias Lopez. Ayan. Ano itong King Co-op na 35/40? Oh, kasi 40 years na si King Co-op at meron siyang 35 branches and satellite offices all over Mindanao, no? So, 35/40, 40 years, and 35 branches all over Mindanao. Let us see. Tingnan natin. Ayun, si King Co-op. Let us see ang kanyang branches and yung kanyang mga, let's see, okay. Let's see. Okay, so, ayan. So, 40 years na si King Co-op, since 1981 pa pala, no? And kanyang Facebook page is Making Lives Better since 1981. Yan yung kanyang tagline, no? So, like and follow natin sila sa kanilang Facebook page at YouTube. And, ayan, tingnan natin how many, ang kanilang mga branches. Let us see how many branches. 35 branches and satellite offices all over Mindanao. So, King Co-op Multipurpose Cooperative. Okay, so ayan. Congratulations and looking forward, no, to 2022 at sa lahat ng mga ating co-ops, good luck sa atin dyan. Okay, so now we will now go to our interview with our special guest, Attorney Elias Lopez. But before that, we'd like to make a disclaimer that the views of the interviewee are not necessarily the views of this Davao lawyer. And of course, since si Davao lawyer ninyo, si Atty. Blue Ventosa ay isang member sa ating mga church, no? Sa political education, we are non-partisan, we do not endorse any candidate, we do not discriminate any candidate, and of course, we welcome all candidates who would want to be interviewed here in this program or in other programs in support of the political education of the church. Ayan. So, sisimulan na ba natin? Titingnan na natin. Okay, tingnan natin. Okay. So, our candidate is Atty. Elias Lopez. He's a candidate for Mayor of Davao City in the upcoming May 9, 2022 elections. He's a graduate of the University of Philippines Law, three-term congressman of the 3rd District of Davao City, and the son of former Mayor Elias Lopez. Okay, we have interviewed him, and we will show to you portions of the interview, and hope that if you have any questions, you could comment. No? Pwede nyo sabihin din sa replay at makikita natin ang ating mga inyong mga suggestions. By the way, ang ating format sa ating interview sa ating mga guests dito sa ating K.Y.C is F.O.R.M or F.O.R.M. Ano ba yung F.O.R.M? Our F.O.R.M is Family, Occupation, Recreation, and My Platform. Ano yung mayoral platform niya? Or ano pa ba yung ibang mga plano ng ating kandidato? So, without further ado, we will now go first to the family of Attorney Rui Elias Lopez.
Hello and welcome to ABC, Anunsyo, Batas and Co-op. This is your host, Atty. Blue Ventosa. We are live at Facebook page Davao Lawyer, YouTube channel Davao Lawyer, and Twitter Davao Lawyer. So, yung hindi pa nakakilala sa akin, I am Atty. Jose Vicente Ventosa III, family lawyer, a cooperative officer, and a public service advocate. Ang ating programa ay 4Ps. Meron tayong panauhin, meron tayong pangyayari, may pasyalan, at pagkain. Kasi ngayon, Christmas naman, pagkain, meron din tayong special guest, si Atty. Rui Elias Lopez. No? He is a mayoral candidate. We are blessed to give his time and mga share niya ngayon ang ating mga tanong. No? Sasagutin niya ating mga tanong about family, occupation, recreation, and yung mga mayoral plans or maybe platform to become a mayor sa Davao City. Welcome, Attorney Lopez.
Thank you for guesting me, Attorney Blue. Good afternoon to your subscribers and those who watch your program in ABC. Good afternoon to everybody.
Huwag niyo kalimutan pwede tayong mag-comment, magtanong tayo, sasagutin natin through comment or share pa rin natin kung sasagutin mamaya din ni Attorney Roy yung mga tanong ninyo about anything, no? Family, occupation, recreation, and others. So, sir, can you tell us about your family, ilang kayong siblings, tapos yung wife mo, tsaka yung children nyo ngayon?
Well, I am the 5th child of former Mayor Elias D. Lopez, a Bagobo, the only Bagobo mayor in Davao City. And there are 10 of us. So I'm the 5th child, 7 boys and 3 girls. No? And I am the only lawyer in the family. I have to mention it because I think this is a legal
yes, sir.
No? Among lawyers. And then I have siblings who are doctors, both humans and for animals.
Oh.
I have a brother who is a veterinarian.
Veterinarian din.
Right.
Okay.
And I'm married to Leilani Kaburian, which I met in UP when we were students in college students in UP, and we have 3 children. Now, just like to mention that you will know that we are offsprings, lalo na yung mga lalaki, of Elias Lopez, because kami pitong lalaki are all, we have second names of Elias, except for the eldest brother, who is Elias Lopez Jr.
Okay.
No? So like me, I'm Rui Elias.
Yes.
I have a brother who is Tomas Elias, or I have twin brothers, in fact, Peter and Paul Elias Lopez.
Okay.
No, so you will know that offspring talaga kami ni Elias Lopez. And with that tradition, kami naman lahat magkapatid, and including me, if we have children na lalaki, also carry the name of Elias as a second name. So I have 3 children, all boys, and their names are Lorenzo Elias Lopez, Alfonso Elias Lopez, and Enrique Elias Lopez.
Also, hindi lang pala ang Lopez ma-remember, pati yung Elias, ma-remember talaga natin,
Right.
coming from your father.
But I mentioned that to my dad, and but you know, in reality, double-edged yan eh. Why it's double-edged? Kung gagawa ng mabuti yung father mo, then it will benefit the children. But if he does bad, it will also damage the children.
But I would say naman siguro, sir, sa ngayon, there are more really good things that have been bestowed upon your late father and for the family and for the city. No? So, ano yung sa tingin mo na parang challenge mo dapat na na ifa-follow kay former mayor?
Well, it's my father's legacy. It's difficult, no? My father had been served as a elected official of Davao City since 1956, no? When he won as a city councilor, 1956. And he was re-elected city councilor, and then he was elected vice mayor, that is in 1964, and then he was elected mayor in 1967, starting with the term of 1968. And then later on, he was also elected as a congressman, no,
I see.
of the 3rd district of Davao City. My father's, since all throughout these years of 40 plus years, 43, 42 years, when my father died in 1997, if you notice, despite its pre-martial law, during martial law, and then after martial law, and then EDSA revolution, my father had been an elected official.
Yes.
But all throughout the years, despite 10 of us, no, and 7 boys and 3 girls as children, not one of us followed him while he was in public office.
Public office.
Not one of us joined politics.
Actively. But alam natin, si Atty. Roy, naging rin naman, 3-term congressman din. No? Siguro, kikwento niya mamaya, paano siya napasok dito sa politika. But before we leave the family questions, attorney, anong mga ma-remember niyo na mga celebration niyo noon sa Kapaskuhan, yung 10 siblings kayo, at anong kaibahan naman ngayon, kung meron man, na tatlo na lang yung mga anak mo dito ngayon sa COVID Christmas time natin?
Yes, of course, when we were young, and there are 10 of us, masaya kasi 10 kayo eh. So in terms of, let's say, like we play basketball because we have a basketball court at the back of the house. We play as a team against another family.
Okay.
We also have all boys who are also good in basketball, our neighbor, no, like the Dayanghirans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or we play basketball against them. I mean, during Christmas, siyempre, 5 kami, and then we're all active in sports, and then 7 kami palang lalaki, and then masaya, 10 kami. Ang dami namin eh.
Ang dami.
But now, it's more quiet, spending Christmas with my family, because there are only 3 children, and all boys pa.
All boys.
Oh.
Pwede man siguro mag 3-on-3, baka meron bang 3 yung boys dyan na mga kapitbahay. Mag-basketball pa rin.
Yes, but they are not the same as we were.
Oo.
My 3 children now are not active in sports. Only the youngest who plays that, what you call that?
Table tennis?
No, yung
Frisbee.
Frisbee. There's a
okay.
Frisbee.
Oo.
My team is
Team sa...
he was a member of the varsity of Frisbee team of Philippine Science when he was in high school.
Okay.
Ayan, so that's the first part, no? Yung sa pamilya ni Attorney Roy Elias Lopez. So, tanan yun ay sila naging alam nga Elias, no? Ang mga anak, nga laki, hasta mga apo. O dugay-dugay na gid po di ay nga anang mayor na di ay nato sa una si Mayor Elias Lopez, no? And mahilig sila basketball, karon murag e-games na lang siguro ang mga kabataan. We will look at our comments, no? Tingnan, may mga comments tayo. We have Shara Ventosa. Oy, I'd like to meet also my wife, K.Y.C Espejo, and my mother-in-law, Marilu Espejo, and my mother, Lulu Ventosa. Blanche Reyes, good evening po, attorney, watching from Japan. Uy, how do we say Happy New Year in Japanese? Happy New Year sa inyo dyan. Okay, Blanche Reyes, Happy New Year po. Okay, thank you. John Lopez, Happy New Year sa tanan from Facebook. Okay, so, meron pa ba? Okay, yan. So, please, I'd just like to, again, remind our viewers that I am a member of the Church Council on Pastoral Responsible Voting. Before we go on with the interview, papakita ko lang siguro ito kasi dapat bigyan din natin ng public dissemination itong ating mga hinahanap sa isang kandidato.
Makikita sa panimula ng 1987 Constitution ang mga katangiang mahalaga sa bawat Pilipino, lalo na sa ating mga lider.
Panatang Makapilipinas.
Panatang Makapilipinas.
Panatang Makapilipinas.
Iboboto ko Makapilipinas.
Makabayan sa lupang sinilangan.
Makataot may respeto
sa buhay at pamilya.
Siya ay makatuwiran at patas makisama.
Masigasig tumulong makaahon ang bawat isa.
Makatarungan.
Makalingat.
Maalalahanin sa kapwa.
Makakasama ang lahat.
Siya ay di mangiiwan.
Makapagtataguyod ng kabutihang panlahat.
Siya ay makabatas.
Siya ay makatotoo.
Siya ay may malinaw na pananaw
para sa makabagong tuwas.
Higit sa lahat, siya ay makadiyos.
Kaya't ayaw niya ng karahasan.
Siya'y makakapayapaan.
Iboboto ko isang taong makakalayaan.
Isang leader na makakaligtasan.
Isang Pilipinong makabuluhan at magino ang pamumuhay.
Sa isip, sa salita, at sa gawa. Gabayan ang Pilipinong bumoto ng responsable. Yan naman ang aming panata sa BBCRV.
Alright, we're back. So we will continue with our interview with Attorney Roy. No? Tingnan natin kung tapos na tayo sa kanyang pamilya. Pupunta naman tayo ngayon sa kanyang educational background and mga work experiences. So let's roll this video.
So we'll go now to your educational background and your work experience as a private practicing lawyer and a public official. So, saan ho kayo nag-elementary, high school, and law school? Then, after that, what were the experiences that you have underwent in private and public office?
Well, lahat kami magkapatid, 10 of us, we graduated in elementary in Lightbringer School that's in Marfori Heights, no? But right now, wala na yata yung Lightbringer. But all 10 of us.
Lightbringer
School. So, mga kasabay namin doon, also big families like the families of Luis Santos. Halos magkakapatid, magkaklase, no? And there are a lot of families from Lightbringer, no? And all of us graduated there, but after graduating in elementary, in Lightbringer, kami magkapatid na lalaki, we went to high school in Ateneo, the Davao High School here in Matina. And that's where I finished my high school. And then after that, I went to Manila and studied in the University of the Philippines in Diliman, Quezon City. That was in 1977. So after graduating my pre-law course in UP, AD Philosophy, I continued my studies and enrolled in the UP College of Law, where I graduated in 1985, and then I took the bar, no? which the results came out in 1986. So I took my oath as a lawyer in 1986.
1986. Oh.
Yeah. And after that, after graduating, my father asked me if I want to practice here in Davao. Because at that time, he was the mayor of Davao City. And I said, no, I would like to practice in Manila. Because for one, I told my father that the challenges of a young lawyer are more challenging there in Manila. You know, that's where the big lawyers are practicing. And so I chose to practice in Manila, but I did not immediately went into private practice. Because at that time, after I also graduated in 1986, there was the president of the University of the Philippines at the time was former Senator Edgardo Angara.
Okay.
And Senator Edgardo Angara, a friend of my father, asked that I join him in the University of the Philippines as a university legal counsel.
I see.
Yeah. And then when Senator Angara finished his term as president of UP and then he ran for senator, I also left the University of the Philippines because that was only my agreement to help Senator Angara in UP. And then I joined the Court of Appeals as a confidential attorney. Confidential attorney.
So, let me interrupt, sir. What is a confidential attorney? Meron palang ganun?
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, you're the lawyer of the justices in the Court of Appeals. And then it's a confidential because you're the one who drafts and research for the justice and drafts the decision actually.
So that's actually a plantilla position of the Court of Appeals.
Yes.
So you're regular government official, but sort of confidential lang. Parang
confidential because you draft and prepare and help the justices in resolutions, in research, as well as drafting the decisions.
I see.
No? So it's a kind of confidential because you're confident. You have the confidence of the justice.
Okay.
No? And because I was thinking at that time, I wanted to join the judiciary. I want to be a judge.
Oo. So, paano kayo naging congressman?
Yeah. And then after that, the justice who I was serving as confidential attorney while I was there in the Court of Appeals, in 1992, my father ran as a congressman for the 3rd District of Davao City. And then when my father won, my mother asked me to help my father in Congress because since he graduated from the UP College of Law, my father in 1955, he has been holding office and working as a public elected official in Davao City. So it's the first time for him to hold office in Manila.
Okay.
So my mother asked me to help my father establish his office in Congress. So I worked as my father's chief of staff in Congress for only 1.5 years after training the staff on helping my father in his legislative work. And then after that, I left the office of my father in the Congress, and because at that time, I got interested with these multi-billion independent power producers of National Power Corporation, NAPOCOR. You know, yung mga contracts establishing generating plants.
Yes.
Yeah, whether
Ipira law and the
not Ipira
law. Okay.
It was the time brownouts, and then for the government to catch up with the demand of the electricity, the government has to allow investors to put up power plants in the country, on a build, operate, transfer, or build, operate, own schemes, And this one is what you call this, these are multi-billions, multinationals that put up these power plants.
Okay.
And I got interested in how these are being done, no? So, and at that time, the National Power Corporation was looking for a legal advisor for all their contracts, for all their projects in independent power producers. They call that independent power producers. So, it may be a diesel power plant, hydroelectric plant, or a natural gas plant, or a gasoline fed, no? But I don't think there's gasoline, only diesel. Coal.
Yes.
Coal-fired, we call it coal-fired. No? And the work of that legal advisor was, you must prepare the terms of preference of the bidding. And then you become the chair, you are also the chairman. Chairman of the Bids and Awards Committee. And then after that, the legal advisor is also the chief negotiator of whoever is who won the bids, no, the bidding.
Parang up to the procurement and the implementation, sir.
Not the implementation anymore. Up to the award and the signing of the contract.
But kung sa binisaya pa, dalatanan, no? Parang yun na, ang dami
then this is multi-billion, and then walang Philippine company yan eh. Puro may German, may Chinese companies, may American, with all their also barrage of lawyers, team of lawyers, in negotiations, in bidding, and multi-billion. Walang, hindi mura yan. Yung pinakamura dyan, yung 100 megawatt, diesel fired, kasi yun na mas madali gawin, but it costs so many billions of pesos just to establish a power plant and bidding and etc. So I was interested, So after that, after a year of that work,
1 year, okay.
1 year of that work, I got bored. Kasi paulit-ulit na lang. Paulit-ulit. So at that time, a lawyer, the name of Attorney Romero has approached me because he was a lawyer. He was a friend of my father. And then when he saw me there in Napocor, he said, "Why don't you join me? We'll put up a law firm." Together with my former professor in the College of Law, Professor Samilo Balongay.
So these are lawyers from UP, sir?
Yes, UP, all UP graduates. In fact, Balongay was my professor in the UP College of Law. So we put up a law firm in Makati, and so that started my private practice. No?
Okay.
However, that was in 1996.
All right. So, yun. We now know more or less yung occupation, no? And educational attainment. O nga po dahil ni-experience si Attorney Roy dito sa Court of Appeals, no? And doon sa mga independent power producers. And I think later on, katong na siya sa Congress, feel po siya dito nga gipadala sa Amerika nga nag-iuban tong si Congressman Fentebella para pandayon tong mga balaod sama sa kanang IPIRA law o kanang mga laing pa mga balaod with regards to this build, operate, transfer, build, transfer, operate ug mga laing pang mga arrangement para matabangan ang ato ang power crisis at the time. So, although karon kabalutan ang gihapon tay mga other countries or parts of the country na medyo wala pa gihapon kuryente, but I think it's being addressed na po na baka solar or iba pa. So, if you have any other questions or comments, you could always comment or PM us. And if you're watching the replay, just put the hashtag replay, and kung may tanong kayo, sasagutin din natin. No? So, kung medyo sumobra na tayo sa oras, but I think we will just show some other, yung sa ating mga, sa ka-co-op natin, yung sa ating DG co-op, no? Kung ano yung mga ating mga benefits kapag mag-join tayo sa ating DG co-op. So, we will show some video from DG Co-op yung sa kanilang YES program.
Alam niyo ba, yung lolo ko, 65 years old. Libre sa sinihan, tapos libre din PhilHealth.
Ha? Eh, di ba nasa batas naman yun? Wala yan sa lolo ko. 75 years old, may PhilHealth at may HMO pa. San ka pa?
Bakit ang konti ng proteksyon ng mga lolo nyo? Ang lolo ko, 99 years old na, may PhilHealth, may HMO, at may life insurance pa.
Ha? Sigurado ka? Paano?
Paano? May bago ng produkto na pwede sa mga lolo at lola natin. Abot kaya ang premium at madami pang benepisyo. Kaya kung ako sa inyo, miyembro nyo na ang lolo at lola nyo sa co-op para makakuha ng insurance.
Saan naman pwedeng kumuha ng ganyang produkto?
E di sa 1CISP, meron silang bagong produkto na tinatawag nilang YES, na ang ibig sabihin ay Youth and Elderly Shield na pwede sa mga lolo at lola natin. Pwede mula edad 18 hanggang 65 para sa mga bagong miyembro at maaari naman ma-renew hanggang 99 years old. Pasok din pala ang edad ko at ng mga magulang ko. Maganda nga iyan. Ano-ano naman ang mga benepisyo nito? Meron itong siguro sa buhay o life insurance. Ibig sabihin, may makukuwang halaga ang pamilya, halimbawang namayapa na ako. Meron din itong accidental death and dismemberment at daily hospital income. At meron pa itong burial assistance.
Wow! Ang dami palang benepisyo nito.
Ito pa ang magandang balita. Meron silang benepisyo na wala sa iba. Meron itong medicine allowance reimbursement at ambulance service reimbursement. Halimbawang may emergency at kailangan gumamit ng ambulansya, babayaran ni 1CISP ang halaga na nagastos ninyo na hindi lalagpas sa benepisyo na napili ninyo. Ang balita ko, may sasabihin daw si Father Anton, ang chairperson ng 1CISP, tungkol sa magandang balitang ito. Tara, panoorin natin.
Okay, good day po sa atin. Isang pinagpalang araw sa ating lahat. At una sa lahat, magpasalamat tayo sa biyaya ng buhay sa Panginoon. Daman-daman natin ang kahalagahan ng buhay ngayon. At hindi lang buhay o buhay na buhay, kailangan talagang fullness of life. Sabi nga si John 10:10. Ano? Kaya napakaganda na maingatan natin ang ating buhay. Sabi nga sa Salmo 90, ang buhay daw sa lupa ay around 70 to 80. Pero may mas magandang programa ang ating mga kooperatiba na tinatawag nating YES, no? Youth and Elderly Shield. No? Ito po ay partnership ng tatlong kooperatiba, ang ating 1CISP, syempre, ang Climbs at ang Coop Health. At ito po ay in partnership also with the Cooperative Development Authority para ngayong panahon ng kooperatiba sa harap ng krisis, tayo po ay thriving in crisis at hindi lang surviving. Pabigyan po natin ng proteksyon ang ating mga buhay, lalo-lalo na ang ating mga kabataan at ang ating mga senior citizens. No? Ito po ay from 18 up to 99 years old, itong coverage, itong ating YES program ng ating kilusang kooperatiba ng Pilipinas. Sana kayo po ay tumangkil nito at ipalaghanap natin sa lahat ng ating mga primarya. No? Yan po ang hamon sa inyo. Let us spread the cooperative virus. No? Ipalaganap po natin ang pagkakaisa, pagmamadasakitan, pagkakapatiran sa harap ng crisis na ito. Makita po natin ang opportunity to strengthen our sector and to serve our members, especially the youth and the elderly. So welcome po sa ating programang YES. Ito po si Father Anton at pagpalain kayo ng Diyos, iligtas sa pandemyang ito at mapasin niyo naman ang grasya ng ating cooperativismo. God bless you all.
Salamat po, Father Anton. Ayos! Tara, magpasiguro na tayo. Pati na din ang mga magulang, lolo at lola natin. O kayo, ano pang hinihintay nyo?
Say yes! Say yes! Family!
Say yes!
Say yes.
Say yes!
Say yes!
Say yes! Say yes!
Alright, no? So, ayan yung DG Co-op natin. Ito ang kanilang logo. This is our DG Co-op. They are a federation of cooperatives, no? Nagtutulong-tulong para sa ating health and insurance system. Makikita natin yung DG Co-op. And of course, hindi natin kakalimutan si Silangan, ang ating saway pagdapig-dapig, kung member co-op ta diha, no? Attorney Blue, o ang ating DG co-op. And of course, ang atong mga kauban pa sa mga laing mga co-ops like sa Mulco. Okay, so I think medyo wala na talaga tayong oras. Importante siguro, we have a comment. We have Carlo Doler. Next episode na sad. Yes, oo. Medyo tama ka, Carlo. Parang naririnig ko kumakain na yung mga kasamahan ko sa bahay. Baka maubusan ako ng pagkain. Kaya dapat sasali na rin tayo. So, I think we will just show the Christmas greeting and message of Attorney Roy. Then, padayon na lang kita sunod si Manang yun, no? And of course, you could watch the replay dito sa atin sa YouTube, no? Sa ating Facebook. If you just join us, we are at K.Y.C on ABC, no? Sa ato ang Facebook page sa Davao Lawyer, atong special guest si Atty. Elias Lopez, Davao City Mayoral candidate, May 9, 2022. He is a former congressman of the 3rd District of Davao City, the son of former Mayor Elias Lopez. So, wala naman gitay oras. I think we'll just show the next time. Kayo man naman sa F, sa atong family, O, katong occupation and education, katong R na lang, no? Recreation and katong platform, no? Mayoral candidates. But I think we have some, let us see, I think we have the message of Attorney Rui for all of us. Let's listen to it.
Gusto na talaga tayo ng oras. I will give the floor to Attorney Roy to say his Christmas greetings and message for the Davaoenos this Christmas season and coming New Year 2022. Take it away, sir.
To my fellow Davaoenos, December 25 already passed, but anyway, it's a Merry Christmas. And now we're facing a new year, no? 2022. I hope we wish that it will be a better year than this year than 2021, no? And I hope it will be a happy new year, and especially health now is a very much concern by all of us, no? Kita mga taga Davao, because of this pandemic. So sana mayong inyong panlawas para atong dawaton ang bagong tuig na 2022 na kita tanan mayong panginabuhi ug ang ato ang panglawas. Daghang salamat.
Thank you very much, Attorney Roy. So, that wraps our program, ABC, Anunsyo Batas and Co-op, our special edition para karon sa atong Christmas season na karon ang atong pinakauna na atong candidate sa K.Y.C. This will be a continuing segment of our program in Davao Lawyer Facebook page, Davao Lawyer YouTube channel, and Davao Lawyer YouTube Twitter. Pwede kayong mag-comment, ha? Pwede kayong manood sa replay. Pwede natin sagutin inyong mga tanong kung gusto nyo pang mag-continue at sino pang gusto ninyong i-interview natin at kung ano pang gusto nyong itanong sa ating mga future interviewees. This is Atty. Blue Ventosa. Stay safe and bye-bye.
Alright, so sorry din kayo, wala na tayong oras. Maybe next time, no? Next week, I will try to finish the interview with Attorney Roy and masin mo join po siya sa tuwa live, no? Kamo, pwede mo mangutana sa atong mga kandidato sa ilang mga plataforma. So, tama na lang kita diri. I will just say my bye-bye right now. Okay. So, ang pingtatanan, magpasalamat ta sa niaging tuig na daghan man tag kaagi kung unsa man atong kaagi sa atong pamilya, sa atong trabaho, sa atong negosyo. Buhi pa maghapon ta. Laban lang tayo ng laban. And of course, sabi dito sa ating PPCRV, na meron tayong mga values, dapat daw ang ating mga kandidato ay maka-Diyos, makabayan, maka-Pilipino, at makatalikasan. Actually, there are about 16 values na disseminate karon sa simbahan, o kanalang sa atong upat nga values ang atong ihatag. O hinaton ta nga may atong panawas, and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Tubong Dabawenyo, Pusong Pilipino.